who got loose. A caboose who got loose. Written and illustrated by Bill Putt. When Caddy Caboose rumbled down the train tracks, the engines were steamers with puffing smokestacks. She was a caboose who liked being last. With an endless black cloud of smoke rolling past, is not only too smoky, the engine up front always wore a big smile as he lumbered along for mile after mile. He was proud of his being so powerful and strong that he could haul a freight train 100 cars along. So on he went, chugging, no worry or care, leaving Caddy Caboose in dark clouds of despair. Caddy had little hope she would ever get loose or ever be anything but a caboose. I can't wish, said poor Caddy. What else can I do? If you wish hard enough, then your wish might come true. Often Caddy would wish that she someday could be something quiet and simple, like a lovely elm tree or a ramshackle barn, or all alone on a hill where the noisy thing was a squiggly windmill. It might become lonely, she thought, way out there, but at least there's a view with a lot of fresh air. Whenever she passed through a small country town, Caddy wished she could stop and just settle down and be one of the house who sat in a row on a free shaded street and have no place to go. It's so restful, thought Caddy, where one can relax. As she hurried and started on down and train her tricks. What she wished most to be, much more than the rest, was a cabin. Than the rest was a cabin she'd seen on her trips through the West. The little log shack, half covered with vines, perched on a slope in a forest of pines. How perfect, thought Caddy as she hurried on by it, to live there in the tree where it's peaceful and quiet. But all the caboose could look forward to was a deep, rocky canyon. The train traveled through. There were huge boulders leaned way over the tracks in towering, top-heavy, gigantic stacks. What is holding them up? Further, Caddy would wonder as the earth-shaking train went rumbling right under. If one should come loose and fall down upon her, it would smash Caddy flat, and then she would be a goner. If she didn't get squashed, there was more to be dreaded up the winding, steep grades where the engine was headed. High up in the mountains were treble lids, where the track ran along only feet from the edge. The view was breathtaking, but after one look, it was so upsetting she shivered and shook. If she slipped off the track, then down she would go to be smashed into bits and the rocks far below. Then poor Caddy received even more of a squirt from a smoke-blackened tunnel as dark as the night, and she crept through the tunnel with a horrible trot that far back in the darkness she'd suddenly be caught by caboose-eating monsters who lurked all about. They would gobble her up before she got out. Her trips always ended near a city somewhere way out in a graveyard with smoke clouding the air, where a terrible of trains made a great noisy rumble on crisscrossing tracks, an impossible jumble. The train came to a stop and the cars were unhitched, then off to a side track, and the bus was all soon switched, where Caddy could sit and take in a fine scenery with such lovely sights as a road of machinery, coal cars and flat cars, lumber staked on their backs, squealing carloads of pigs with snouts poking through cracks. They always left Caddy in the midst of it all, while the engine received a complete overhaul. The huge engine at last they had run down from the strain from the 10,000 miles he had hauled the long train. Back in the roundhouse, men swarmed all about to check under him inside and out, replacing old pistons and bolts that were missing, patching leaks in the boiler that make a round, hissing, cleaning rust from his peeping back, ran everywhere, checking steam valves and pumps in great need of repair. As Caddy sat there through one long, dreary night, starting up through the smoke at a red signal sight, a small house appeared in the sky like a ghost. "I like to be you," said the Sheikh very steadily. If I could trade places, I would very gladly. A caboose is what I've always wanted to be. For you have the best life from what I can see. Before Caddy could think of some way to reply, all at long further trail came thundering by. The next thing she knew, she was jerked and then jolted, then hitched to the train with her computer booty. As the train left at the freight yard, poor Caddy looked back to catch a last glimpse of the sad little shack. From now on, Caddy promised, I shall never complain. I'll be a happy caboose at the end of the train and bad up with the jokes. The train noise and the draft, all the smoke that rolls by, or at least try my best. With her new point of view, she enjoyed the long ride. It was fun on a trip through the broad countryside. But when the train creaked up a steep mountain grade, then poor Caddy found she was still as afraid, and once more she began to shiver and shake at the thought of the friendly cars she must take. Her unsteady wheels could cause her to slip, which would suddenly put a quick end to the trip. It was a hot afternoon, so the going was rough, and the engine up from front of in a puffing big huff. He gloated, what a day to chug up such a grade on a bare mountainside with a warm bite of shade. Then he came steaming over the very last hump. He lunged with a swirly that makes the cars jump. All the way back to Caddy, who got such a jolt that it snapped from a rusty old coupling bolt. She was free of a train, at least she was loose. And all the way down the track went Caddy Caboose. On down the grade she flew faster and faster, straight for a carve and sudden disaster. Then Caddy hit the curve. She took off like a kite high up the treetops on her first and last flight. That would quickly have even added poor Caddy Caboose if it hadn't been for two towering spruce. The caboose became taut caught in a very tight squeeze between the tall trunks of two evergreen trees. At first, she could hardly believe her good luck. What a wonderful place it was to be stuck. She thought sure she was dreaming. She couldn't be true. There she was in her trees with a beautiful view. It's so perfect, said Caddy. Yet I'm really not free. I know sooner or later they'll come after me. After that, and then, sure enough, up the mountains that night came a train with a crane and a powerful light. She could got a little bit of tear came a shout like a great glowing eye. Then the light shouted out about, and it flashed past the trees down the steep rocky bluff, and it searched right and low, but not quite high enough, or it would have soon supported the missing caboose. But all they could find was a started raw moose growled the last all quits, growled the both of the crew. For all that I care, she's in Calamazon. Caddy stayed in the treetops. No one ever find her, except for the squirrel and the birds were all around her. At last she was free, just as and how Caddy did love it up there in the trees. And indeed, oh indeed, Caddy did. There is one more, so there's no much other. Bye bye. 한번 let's do a quiz. Where's the quiz? So when I do the tap a number, the book is. I did. I think is if alone. No, go.
Go away.
Go away. Three wrong.
틀린 거 확인하고. 마지막 앤서를 다 틀렸네, 그치? 확인해봐. 문제.
Why did Caddy break away from the tree? 나 어려운 게 맨 뒤였어. 일단 책으로 검사를 할게.